Kingdom Hearts Missing Link has finally at long last gotten a brand new trailer as well as a release window for 2024, meaning that the Kingdom Hearts community has finally survived the longest drought in their series history. Thank goodness! With Missing Link no longer actually missing, that means that production on the Kingdom Hearts series still seems to be going strong and full steam ahead as we prepare for the inevitable arrival of Kingdom Hearts 4. And much like Union Cross was to Kingdom Hearts 3 before it, Missing Link seems to be the mobile game that can tide us over until Kingdom Hearts 4 eventually launches. I'm holding out hope for 2025, what do you think? But with the release of Missing Link, that brings a new set of challenges, especially with the story. Mainly that this is a direct sequel to Union Cross, the first mobile game. And ask any diehard Kingdom Hearts fan, and they will tell you the same. The best way to experience the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, not just for a first-time playthrough, but maybe even necessarily for the full experience on a replay, is to do it all in release order. And this makes Union Cross an enigma. Its story was told over the course of 8 years, starting with the browser-only version of Kingdom Hearts Key in Japan back in 2013, and resolving itself with the Union Cross finale in 2021. If you look at the timeline of releases for Kingdom Hearts games between 2013 and 2021, we have multiple HD collections, one of which containing a new movie and tech demo for Kingdom Hearts 3, the release of Kingdom Hearts 3 base game, Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, and Melody of Memory and Dark Road. Union Cross covered a lot of ground back in its day, and that was all because of its updated story elements. Over the course of several months, small little snippets of story would drop here and there in the base game of Union Cross. Sometimes it was relevant, sometimes it was just visiting Disney Worlds again. But that's not to say that Union Cross is unimportant. Oh no. Given the advent of what we're probably going to experience in not just Missing Link but also Kingdom Hearts 4, the story of Union Cross is becoming more and more important than ever, which makes it a bit difficult on how to properly approach it. Some fans say to watch it all in one go, before or after Kingdom Hearts 3, others say to watch it at a certain point, others say to watch it at this time or another. It's all over the place, and I've never seen anybody come up with a definitive list of a release order for Union Cross. So that's what I aim to do here today. By going back over wikis and different release orders of videos, I was able to compile a list of what I believe to be the definitive viewing order of the entire Union Cross story in release order in tandem with the other games. Like I mentioned earlier, release order is absolutely the definitive way to experience Kingdom Hearts, and I hope by creating this little compilation list, I can help new players who have just discovered Kingdom Hearts experience the entire amazing story of Union Cross before Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4 come out for themselves. First, before we begin, a few quick side notes. First off, there are plenty of different compilation movies on YouTube detailing the entire story of Union Cross while cutting out the filler. I will be only using one of these movies, and it was made by Everglow. I recommend him, he's done a lot of great work for the Kingdom Hearts community over the years. But I will not solely be doing just the YouTube movie. I will also be referencing this Reddit sheet that details the viewing order for the entire Kingdom Hearts Union Cross game in the offline mode of the app. This will give you the opportunity to create your own unique Kingdom Hearts Union Cross character, mess with the customization options, and maybe see what you would like your character to wear when Missing Link eventually comes out. But I will also note, this Reddit sheet does list the correct viewing order for all of the different Disney worlds that are in Union Cross, and for the most part, they are unnecessary. However, I will recommend 2 of them that you view. The first world I recommend you watch from start to finish that's a Disney world is the Enchanted Dominion, Sleeping Beauty's world. Granted, this is mostly just following the story of the movie again like Birth by Sleep before it, but this one does come back in a way with some story elements revolving around Maleficent that I think will help if you have some context with it. The second world that I'm not going to spoil here is another world that, while it follows the movie again, does introduce some new stuff for the story of Union Cross, as well as it's the first time that this particular world ever showed up in a Kingdom Hearts game. Again, I'm not going to spoil it, but it will be easy to notice. It is the last Disney world that is listed in the entire Reddit sheet. It's technically made up of 3 worlds, but it'll be easy to figure out once you get there. So in terms of detailing to you how you should watch it and when you should watch it, for the movie I will list the timestamps on the original YouTube video by Everglow. For the app, I will list the first cutscene you should watch and the last cutscene you should watch before switching back to one of the other games. With that out of the way, let's jump right into the definitive viewing order for Kingdom Hearts Key, Unchained Key, and Union Cross. Yes, this one story had 3 titles over the course of about 8 years. Starting off simple enough, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance was released back in 2012, and then a year later, Kingdom Hearts Key was released for Japanese browsers only. This was the original game. The majority of this story was retold in the phone version of the game that released about 2 years later, so there's nothing really missing here. For starters, after you complete Dream Drop Distance, you will start at the beginning of the Union Cross video and end at the 1 hour, 29 minute, and 45 second mark. For the offline version, you'll start at the top of the Reddit list and go all the way down until you reach the title, Let's Go. Now before we continue, there is a little bit of a hurdle that we have to overcome here. If you're watching the movie, you can disregard this section, but if you're watching through the app, there is a quick little cutscene that you need to find. You see, when the browser version of Key ended, it came with a secret ending that was not added to the phone game, neither in its official online version or its offline version. So once you complete the scene Let's Go, go to YouTube and look for the cutscene Unchained Zero. This is the original secret ending of the browser game and contains a few interesting anecdotes for the future of the story. Again, if you're watching the movie on YouTube, you don't have to worry about this, Everglow included it. But if you're experiencing it through the phone app, I would recommend reaching this point and then going to YouTube and watching this quick cutscene. For here, it's going to be a bit simpler for a little bit. Go to Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and then watch the entirety of back cover and then play 0.2. The Reddit list does suggest watching back cover and playing 0.2 before the tab called Keyblade War. I personally think, based on my research and the timing of certain releases, it's better to experience back cover in 0.2 after you've reached this point in Union Cross. Following having watched that movie and having played the Kingdom Hearts 3 tech demo, you can go back and continue with watching Union Cross. For the YouTube movie, you can watch from the previous timestamp, hour 29 and 45 seconds, to the next timestamp, 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 46 seconds. For the app, you basically start off at either Castle of Dreams or the first Daybreak Town cutscene following the events of the Keyblade War, all the way until the cutscene Someone. And trust me when I say that this particular stretch of Union Cross is going to make you lose your mind at some of the reveals we get. At this point, you can go ahead and play the base game of Kingdom Hearts 3. Let me reiterate that though, play only the base game of Kingdom Hearts 3. Don't touch the DLC just yet. After you get the credits to roll, go back to Union Cross. The reason for this is because there was a full year between the release of Kingdom Hearts 3 Vanilla and the release of Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, wherein we got plenty of juicy story updates for Union Cross. Going back to Union Cross, you start at the 2 hour, 30 minute, and 46 second mark like before, and then you end at the 3 hour, 29 minute, and 15 second mark in the movie. If you start with the app, then you will start with Long Time No See, and end with the cutscene Snow in the Data World. After viewing that portion, now you can go back to Kingdom Hearts 3 and play the entirety of the DLC. Beat Remind, beat the Limit Cut episode, and beat the Secret episode. Granted, the Secret episode might be much of an ask, but there are cutscenes on YouTube that you can at least get the story beats to understand what the future of the series is going to look like. From here, it's actually going to be kind of an interesting juggle. We return to Union Cross at the 3 hour, 29 minute, 15 second mark and end at the 4 hour, 1 minute, and 26 second mark. Versus in the app, you start exactly where you left off and finish with the cutscene As Darkness Stirs. But before you jump into Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, you actually have a little bit of another game to experience. The first 3 chapters of Kingdom Hearts Dark Road were released around this time, and initially it was going to be released episodically akin to Union Cross before they decided to just release it all in one go and a few years later. Once again, Everglow does have a full movie compilation of the entirety of Dark Road, and the nice thing is there are big gigantic words that mark the start and end of each chapter, so you know when to stop after you reach chapter 3. And the same applies if you're playing in the app. Even though Union Cross isn't playable, Dark Road definitely is, so you can experience Dark Road as a game itself, and then from there, you can actually switch to another game, Melody of Memory. You can play this one from start to finish, but there's also just a short 40-minute compilation of critical cutscenes, once again on Everglow's channel. You can get by with either version. I personally like Melody of Memory, but I understand that people might not have the time for a rhythm game. But with that, we've actually completed all the hurdles. From here, both in the movie and the app, you can just go straight to the end of Union Cross. No more juggling, no more going back and forth, just go to the end and experience this amazing ending for yourself. And then from there you can experience the rest of Dark Road. And now you're completely caught up and ready for Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this list helps some people out there, be you a new Kingdom Hearts fan trying to experience the story for the first time, or maybe you're a veteran who wants to try and figure out the definitive order for watching the entirety of Union Cross and Dark Road in its release order. The future looks bright, Keyblade wielders. As always, I hope you have a good day, and may your heart be your guiding key.
物語が始まる。それがやがて失われる空白の歴史だとしても